Hello, I am pleased to say that your quote is ready for your solar. So I just want to go through the design with you briefly, just show you what we've spec'd so that you have a good overall idea of what the plan is. So let me just share my screen and I will show you. So first of all, here is the design. So this is what it will potentially look like on your roof. We've gone for as many panels as we can on the flat roof and then on the front roof here. The total amount we could fit in the end was 13 panels, and that works out as 5 kilowatts peak of DC power. We can oversize the system with Solar Edge, so we've put more panels than the inverter can cope with because that allows for more production on days when it's a little bit shaded. You'll still get the maximum output on the inverter. So we've we spec'd a 3.68 kilowatt inverter. We could have gone with a 4 kilowatt inverter, but when we did the calculations, it wouldn't have resulted in any more energy being produced. And with the 3.68, we don't need to get G99 approval, so it will just save some admin and time, which hopefully will speed up the sooner. I mean, we can get the install done sooner for you. So that's the kind of specs. Your annual energy production will be estimated 4.4 megawatt hours, one inverter. So there will be just one string of panels basically. And we've also quoted you for a battery storage system as well to go with it. So this is an overview of what the energy production looks like over the year. So you can see obviously higher production during the summer months, lower production in winter. But you're sort of looking at around the 650 kilowatt hour mark at the highest point in summer, May, June, July, just over 600 kilowatt hours, which is really good. The panels that we've spec'd are the Trina 390 watt all black panels, and I'll show you what those look like in a minute because they're really nice looking panels. Now the reason we spec'd a Solar Edge system is because each panel can be individually monitored, and that makes a massive difference when it comes to production, but also if there are any issues in the future, like one panel has a problem. With the Solar Edge system, you can see exactly which panel has the issue, and you can just replace that panel rather than having to take off all the panels and test them individually to figure out what's going on. So Solar Edge, it is a premium system. It does cost a bit more, but in the long term, we believe that it's the best system out there at the moment. This is sort of all the calculations based on the irradiance and things like that. Nothing that you need to particularly worry about there. You've not really got much shading, so we've only added a small amount of factor in there for shading. And that's kind of it, really. That's your sort of overview. We've quoted for a 10 kilowatt hour Solar Edge energy bank as well. Now, if you can send us your usage data, then we'll know whether that is enough. But I think that you said you were aiming for around the 10 to 12 kilowatt hours of battery storage. So that will probably be ideal. I think you probably know what your usage is anyway for that. I will now show you the spec sheet for the panels so you can see what they look like. So there we go. So this is the panels, the Trina Vertex S panels. Now, the reason we've chosen these is they are all black mono panels, which just means they look nice. You don't have that sort of silvery mesh that's visible on there. The frames are black, everything's black. They just look really, really smart. So we prefer to use these. We just think it looks neater and smarter on the roof. And they're a high efficiency panel. You get a good amount of power output from them. So that's what we've chosen in terms of the panels, and they have a 25-year warranty on them. So the battery storage, just to show you what that looks like as well. So It is here. So this is the SolarEdge power bank, very smart looking battery, and this will go in the garage below the inverter. And it's quite large, but it will fit. We've done the measurements, so that will go there, and it just syncs perfectly with the whole SolarEdge system. You have an app where you can see exactly how much you're producing, what the state of charge is in the battery, and everything like that. And we'll be able to set that up nicely with the EV charger as well, if you go for an EV charger, so that you can get the best use out of your solar. So that's kind of an overview of the system. I'm going to send you the quote now so you can look through it and see how much it costs. What we can do for you as well is, if you do want to go for the whole package with the EV charger, we can reduce the cost a little bit. The reason being that if we bundle the EV charger in with the solar, we can do 0% VAT on the EV charger as well. So that's something to consider. There will be a bit of extra cost on the EV charger quote because we haven't included any infrastructure upgrades on the solar quote, and the EV charger, the consumer unit we quoted for that was just a 2-way one. What we'll probably do is put a larger one in, like a 10-way or something like that, which will be enough space for the solar PV and stuff like that. But I think overall, if you add the current cost of the EV charger quote plus the cost of the solar PV quote, add those together, that'll be about right for the whole package, about 20,000 include with no VAT, obviously. So let us know if you'd like to go ahead, or if you've got any questions. Happy to have a chat with you to go through it all together. I look forward to hearing from you soon.